Hi everyone, this is Anupam again. Today I wanted to talk about burnout. It's something that a lot of you might have experienced. I have certainly experienced it in the past, and especially burnout in office is pretty common, and it could happen due to a variety of reasons. Ultimately, it gets down to the basics, right? You've lost balance in your life. um, it could happen due to toxic work environment, a bad boss, you are overworked, and you're basically stretching your limits, ultimately causing stress, and then the balance being lost and leading to burnout, right? And so I wanted to share some of the strategies that I have used to combat burnout. Hopefully it'll be helpful for you guys to follow some of those. So typically, when a burnout happens, right, it comes very silently. A lot of people, talk about burnout, but when the real burnout happens, you sometimes might not even know it, right? And so you have to sometimes take a step back and observe yourself very carefully. You might see changes in your behavior. You're starting to snap in meetings, for example, and sometimes gets to a point where anything extra that someone is asking you to do, you just don't want to do it, and a lot of stress. You're not able to sleep properly. It's causing relationship problems, and you're having a hard time dealing with your even on your personal side with family and stuff, right? These are all sort of signs that you're probably heading towards burnout. And so some of the I'll talk about three strategies that you can use. Number one is focus on your health, right? Number That's the number one thing that you'll observe when burnout happens. Your the balance in your health is somewhat lost. And so the first thing you need to do is focus on yourself. Leave everything else. See, look at your eating patterns. Are you eating healthy? Are you exercising enough? Are you giving time to your hobbies outside of work? I've talked about it in my previous videos. Whatever it is, whether it's playing piano, meditation, uh, anything that you're painting, anything that you like to do, that kind of gives you that sort of that balance, right? And that'll add to your health. Focus on your health, and especially exercise and eating well is very important. That's number one. Number two is you have to restore balance in office, right? And so if it's a toxic team or a toxic boss, you need to either look for another job outside of your company. If you have a if you can't move companies due to various reasons, try to look for another team. If you cannot even move a team, see look for strategies on how you can reduce your work, right? And the important thing here is that you have to leave ambition. In this case, right now your priority is your health and mental peace, right? So you have to leave ambition. And it's very hard to do. I have faced it in my life. But then you have to take a priority call, right? And so do these steps, do whatever it takes to restore balance in office. For me, I can talk personally myself. I ended up taking a smaller team at some point in time where um, the balance was lost in my life. I was stressed. I was burnt out, right? And so it did affect things like my promotion, etc., right? But that's the call you have to make at that point. um, and so that's number two, very important. And then number three is if it's workplace, for example, that's causing this burnout, you need to start looking for ways towards financial independence, right? And because otherwise job starts to become a burden. But if you're financially independent, I'm not saying you need to leave your work, right? You can still work, but there is that sense of security, right? And that's very important for reducing stress. And so you can look at various things. There are various channels about this on how to achieve financial independence. You can look at better investments, stock market, real estate, whatever, or a side gig, right, outside of your job. And so whatever it is that suits your path, you need to look at that and ultimately start moving towards that. And that also would in turn also help you to focus on something that's outside of office, right? You'll have one commitment outside of office that you can put your energy into, and in turn help with the stress, and hopefully help to restore the overall balance. So these are the three strategies. They have helped me. I hope it'll help you as well. And good luck, in combating burnout. It is a hard thing to do, but you shouldn't lose hope, and take it step by step, using the measures I mentioned. Thank you.